morning.
Morning. Upper Dublin High School is an example of a successful public school. Thus, we are insulated from the harsh reality of America's education system. It is hard for us to understand that we are failing as a nation to educate students, the builders and leaders of tomorrow. Yet, that is the truth of the matter. In the U.S., every 26 seconds, one student will drop out of high school. Americans will not idly watch their futures wash away. To resolve this crisis, we must reform the most influential factor on a student's education, teachers. Resolve that the U.S. federal government should enact a policy to significantly improve the quality of teaching in all public schools via one or more of the following areas: compensation, tenure and job security, teacher training and certification, and evaluation. The affirmative team will discuss reform in certification, tenure, evaluation, and training. Certification is the process by which individuals become officially qualified to perform in a specialized field, in this case, teaching. After teaching for a set time, teachers are granted tenure, which assures them of continued employment. Deselection is the process of removing the least effective teachers and employing effective teachers. The affirmative would like to stress that we are not out to get teachers. We simply want to improve the quality of teaching in order to provide the best possible future for our nation. The proposed resolution needs to be enacted due to America's struggling economy and poor graduation rates. In order to resolve these problems, measures must be taken to significantly improve the quality of teaching. Waiting for Superman, a 2010 documentary, pointed out the flaws of our broken education system and the ultimate victims of this failure: students. The film caused much controversy and debate over the state of U.S. education. The narrator of the film states, at the end of 2009, the unemployment rate was almost 10%, but the high-tech industry could not find enough qualified people to fill their jobs. Instead, they had to go halfway around the world to recruit the engineers and programmers they needed. According to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, recent unemployment rates are not much better. America's unemployment rate as of last month is at 9%. Economies become endangered when education systems fail to adequately train future workforces. Influential innovator and philanthropist Bill Gates attests to this, stating, "The only really proven thing to make an economy work well is to have a well-educated workforce." His concern caused him to create a program to help improve the abysmal state of our education system. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation will invest $3 billion over the next 5 to 7 years, focusing on, you guessed it, improving the quality of teachers. In his State of the Union address, President Obama also recognized the link between a successful economy and a successful education system. He stated, over the next 10 years, nearly half of all new jobs will require education that goes beyond high school education, and yet, as many of a quarter of our students aren't even finishing high school. In 2007, nearly 6.2 million students between the ages of 16 and 24 dropped out of school. The issue of dropouts is closer to the home than you might think. In the school district of Philadelphia, only 57% of students graduate. Attempting to solve this devastating problem, a group entitled Youth United for Change surveyed Philadelphia dropouts. 59% of respondents cited boredom and disengagement as reasons for leaving school. 52% cited reasons related to teaching and classroom learning, with 25% among that category claiming, "My teacher could not teach well." Teachers are in the best position to provide an engaging, informative classroom environment for students. Obviously, there is no single, universal reason why students drop out of school, yet there is only one possible course of action. Teachers have the most direct influence on students when it comes to educating and preparing them for the future. The federal government cannot go into students' homes and force parents to invest in their children's education, but it can improve the quality of teachers. Further evidence to suggest the importance of teachers comes from Katie Haycock of the Education Trust. She states, kids who have 2, 3, 4 strong teachers in a row will eventually excel no matter what their background, while kids who have even 2 weak teachers in a row will never recover. Every child deserves the opportunity to succeed, and every teacher deserves the training required to help students succeed. Our plan will ensure that effective individuals are certified as teachers, and ineffective teachers will be given the help they need to improve or be deselected. As I've said before, we want to improve teachers, not harm them. Tenure was first enacted to provide teachers with job security and due process in legal matters. However, the tenure system has become misused and abused. According to Newsweek, in New York City in 2008, only 3 out of 30,000 tenured teachers were fired for cause. Between 2005 and 2008, 0.1% of teachers were dismissed for poor performance in Chicago. The way tenure is being used makes it nearly impossible to deselect poorly performing teachers. More importantly, the current tenure system makes it difficult to motivate teachers to improve. Tenured teachers have little incentive to become better teachers because they already have received maximum job protection. We need to be able to assess and aid underperforming teachers in order to provide a better future for our students. Our plan will outline an improved evaluation and tenure system, as well as training programs for underperforming teachers. In the past, teacher positions in America were filled by highly qualified women and minorities, since their career opportunities elsewhere were limited. As progress occurred, these demographics moved into more coveted professions. Once again, teaching needs to become a respected, desirable career choice, and the most qualified professionals must be hired. Standards for teacher certification are relatively low. McKinsey & Company found that most U.S. teachers are recruited from the bottom third of college-bound students, and no nation achieves outstanding educational performance without recruiting teachers from the top third of their class. One nation that recruits its teachers from the top third is South Korea. In South Korea, 93% of students graduate on time. Our plan will outline measures to imitate their successful system of teacher recruitment. Thank you. Vote affirmative.